Thank you very much, Senator. Thanks to all of you for being here. I'm just going to talk on one topic briefly and ask each of the three of you up for the TVA to respond to it. As you know, Congress over the years and the decades has committed lots of dollars to broadband build out, particularly in underserved and unserved areas. In fact, in this infrastructure bill, the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act, we added, I think, $65 billion just to that to try and, again, make sure that every rural community in America has good libraries, good access to education, commerce, medicine. We just need to have that final mile filled in wherever at all possible. So I've heard some rumblings, and I'm going to confess right up front. To me, that's what they are at this point, but I want to do a little discovery for you all, or want you all to do a little discovery for me and maybe answer this question. I've heard reports that some of the TVA local power companies have delayed or inhibited broadband build-out by restricting or significantly raising the cost of access to their utility poles. Now, my 6 years on the Energy and Commerce, or 4 years on the Energy and Commerce Committee over in the House, this was an ongoing discussion. It's become more of a discussion. Obviously, TVA, like a lot of utilities, have, shall we say, beachfront property and access for this infrastructure to the poles would be great. So really, the only way to have the type of reliable, high-speed internet and educational, economic, health, as I said, opportunities is with high-speed broadband. So through its authority over the local companies, and it's in your distribution contracts, you would have authority to require the LPCs to offer timely and cost-effective pole access. So my understanding is TVA has been reluctant to exercise that authority. I understand that, but I just want to know if confirmed, will each of you commit to quickly examining the pole access issue further and ensuring that TVA is doing everything in its power to advance federal broadband deployment priorities to benefit, obviously, the entire country, but especially the communities under your jurisdiction. So we'll start with you, Ms. Gear.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Senator. I absolutely commit to looking into it further, and if confirmed, to learning more. I share your concern about broadband. After moving back to Tennessee, to my rural hometown about 15 years ago, I had dial-up, so I'm totally with you. And I do believe that broadband is almost a basic necessity for most folks now, both in their personal and private life. So yes, sir, and I do believe, again, I don't know the specifics just yet, but that TVA is playing an important part as a convener amongst the appropriate parties to make sure that broadband is, that people have access to broadband in the TVA service area.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you, sir.
Klein.
Thank you, Senator. The TVA Act does not address broadband. The Act mandates that TVA provide electricity. However, I'm certainly not opposed to working with our local power companies. In my opinion, I believe that would be the best avenue to address broadband.
Sure.
And I say that it just so happened that I worked at the Electric Power Board of Chattanooga, distributor of TVA. We had the first smart grid installed in the United States in Chattanooga.
Sure.
So I know it can be done.
Yeah. Well, you make an important point about the leadership role that your utilities at every level play. The smaller the community, the bigger the role, right, in facilitating what you're talking about. But I would just add that TVA maybe not have that charge in their act, but they do have, as part of their mission statement, the advancement of economic and social well-being of the community.
Yes,
so I think it would certainly fit
I
in.
agree with that, and if confirmed, I will support TVA working with the local power companies to install broadband throughout the 7-state region, up to and including the rural areas that we have in the Tennessee Valley.
Thank you. Ms. Moore, you have 4 seconds, but I'll bet the chairman would be
Yes, sir,
benevolent.
absolutely, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Good answers.
and by the-
By the way, it worked.
No, and